Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and welcome to Minecraft with Refined Storage, where we're going to dig into one of my favorite item storage mods, Refined Storage. And now in the last episode, you can see over my shoulder, we've got the core of the storage going. We've got the actual controller, that's the blue thing going wom, 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 wom. And then back there is the disk drive, where I've got 64,000 spaces for storing stuff, and then the grid here. And I like the crafting grid best because it allows me to craft stuff from within here. Now, one of the things I wanted to do was starting to hook this up to things. And I've got these two here, my furnace and my crusher, that I want to do stuff with. Now, you can see when I was playing on this world and I was using all vanilla and Botania stuff, I would just set up some of these hoppers with these chests so I could put in a bunch of stuff right into here and let it get slowly percolated through, and then there's a hopper underneath into a crate here, and that way I could bulk process, say, iron ore, something like that. But now I would like to be able to have this stuff, instead of going into the crates, go into my system here. Now, the easiest way to do that is to have it get connected. And here, let's come in here. I want importers. What is this importer? Why is it giving me a double thing? That's what I'm looking for. I have no idea where that other recipe came in. I want two of these importers because they're importing things from outside into the Refined Storage network. So, importing, I got an achievement. And I want them to go along here, but I do have, no, we could do that. I am going to go ahead and break these things here, and you can see how, see how I put some chiseled bits underneath here, a single layer, because these storage crates, as much as I love them, they are not a full block, and so that causes issues. And why did I use that? Oh, because I needed a block, and I used to have something else there. All right, so this is what I'm looking for. Let's make a little bit more space so I can access some things. There we go. Kerplop. Okay, let's get rid of these covers because I don't really need these right now. Okay, so I want to take these importers and slap them on the underside. So that should suck things up. And now I need some cables. Cables. 8 should be sufficient. Well, there's 9. All right, so 9 should be plenty sufficient. I'm going to hit right there and bring it right over, and now it's connected. Cool. Okay, let's get rid of that and that and that and that and that and that. These I'll deconstruct because I prefer to not have lots of those things kicking around. So at this point, if we look at the usage, I now have 2 importers, and we've gone from 9 to 11 because each one of these is 1 each. All right, so that's hardly any power usage. Now these guys, when stuff goes in fact, let's take something. Do I have some ore? I've got some ore. Let's go ahead and take that, drop that in there. It's going to grind up the ore here and spit it out, and then it sucks it in. Now, there are upgrades I could put in here, speed upgrades, but because of the speed at which these things process, I don't think I need them at all. Possibly, no, this one only is going to do 2 at a time, and this one here just produced 3 or 4 coal, and it's still, by the time this processed through, don't need it anymore. But this looks really ugly now because I used the chiseled bits to hide this, but I'd like to hide this better, and we can do that. Let's go grab my oak. Let's grab some more oak here, and let's put those there, and I will leave a little hole so I can drop down. So now I don't want to have these left around because 1, they look really ugly, and 2, as you walk over, there's that little drop. Now if you go really fast, yeah, really fast, oh, that time it caught me. I find that annoying. So I want to get this cutting tool, which is pretty simple to make. And now with this cutting tool, I can take a plank, and that gave me some covers. And I'm going to guess I need 2 of those. And it does take durability, but that's okay. Because now I can sit there and click on top of this. And that just disappeared. Oh, I love that. That is a nice little effect. And if we drop down here, I can sit there and go gadoink, gadoink. So this is why I don't need the... let's see if I can reach in. You know, I might not be able to... See if I do it on the bottom side of that one. Oh, that did it. Perfect. All right. And you can see there's one right in there. Can I sneak through? Nope, that's hitting the crate because it's a solid block. It's a full block, but you can still see around it. You can see up in there. So I'm okay. I'm going to come down here so rarely that I don't think I'm going to care anymore. And isn't that cool? It's all just vanished. It's gone away. You don't see it anymore. That is fantastic. So I need one more piece of oak. I have no more oak. However, I can turn slabs in. I like that mod. I like that a lot. So this is a whole lot cleaner for me, and I love that that capability. So I've got some coal. Let's go ahead and take a stack of coal, and actually, let's not do that. I've got lots of ores. Yeah, see, I've got a bunch of iron ore. Here, let's process that for fun, because then I can have both going simultaneously. There we go. There's crushed iron ore going into the system, and occasionally it'll spit out a gold ore, but this is handling it just fine, so I don't need any upgrades. Which reminds me, how can I get this off? I'm going to use... that broke everything. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out... there's got to be a way of popping off the top some sort of wrenchy sort of thing, I'm guessing. I will hunt that up. Anyway, the cutting tool is really cool, and because I happen to have here a repairer... Oh, will you not repair? Nope. This is designed not to repair. Oh well, it's cheap enough. I don't care. All right, so that's working nicely over there. Now, one of the things I would like to do... Oh, I want iron. There it is. Crushed. Crushed is the word I was looking for. So now I can sit there and toss that in here, and now both these things can be processing. Once this makes the ingots, it just gets sucked up, and again, since it's not going fast enough, I don't need any upgrades on there. All right, now one of the things I do want to do is over here, I want to pull a lot of the stuff I've got. I had a crate over here with a lot of the fixings for the Petal Apothecary. This over here has a bunch of enchanting book stuff, and this right here has tons and tons and tons of Botania bits that I need for working here on the altar, and I don't want to have random stored stuff elsewhere. So I put the storage crate keeper here, and let's go ahead and break that, and I'm going to stick it right here. And unfortunately the keeper's gone, but I've got a crafting grid that I can stick right there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now this is not connected, which doesn't help me any. So let me grab some cables. How many cables do I have left? I've got 4, yay! Let's do this. Let's come over here. Let's break this dirt because nobody cares. Hop down, and now I can connect it with Think. There we go. Now I've got full access to everything. Let's change display normal. I want it to be ascending and by name. That's how I like to have it. Oh, and auto select up there. So you can see I've got a big long cable that goes all the way down and reconnects with my system down there. That's ugly. That's really ugly. Don't do this. This is really bad design. If you find that you've got a spaghetti network of cables all over your bases, don't do this. This is the laziest way of doing any sort of connecting. Don't do it. No, instead what you want to do is connect remotely, and for that you just need these network pieces. You need a network transmitter from the central area of your refined storage, a receiver that's on the remote end, and then you also need a network card that tells how these two are to be hooked up together. So let's go ahead and make these beasties. I'm going to need 2 of these casings. All right, so let's make this one here. That's the transmitter. And the receiver's the exact same recipe, just flipped, which makes it easy. Ooh, I need to make some more of these advanced ones. Oh, I have just enough to make the card. Okay, now to get this to work, let's drop down here. I'm going to break that, and break that, and break that. Okay. I'm going to take the receiver and I'm going to put it underneath this guy. Think. And then I take the network card and I right click it. And if you look at it now, it says it's linked to that specific coordinate. And that's what we're looking for. Then I come over here and I hook this into the system. In fact, I will get rid of this cable run right here and put my transmitter right there. These are not connected anymore, but now they are. And so now I can put in my card, and it tells me that I'm missing the network card. Put that in there, and it tells me it's 18 blocks away. And at this point, I don't need any of these stinking cables, because ugly. You don't want any of that sort of stuff kicking around in your base. Now, I will have really short runs, very short runs, and this one over here is like 4 or 5. It's really small, plus it's hidden so you don't see it. This sort of thing, when I see this in people's bases, I look at that and I go, you're incredibly lazy, or do you have no style? Okay, maybe I'm not that mean, but I look at that and I go, that's just really bad. I've got full connection. Everything is here, which is mighty nice. Where's my dirt? There's my dirt. And let's put that back in, get rid of all these cables that I don't need. And now I can take all of these things, dump them into my crafting grid, and I will have access to everything I need over here, which is mighty nice. Now let's come back over here. I was coming over here for a reason, and I can't remember. Oh, yes, I was going to click on my controller. It was using 11. It's now using 15. For the cost of 4 RF, I got rid of all those cables. Isn't that nice? You know, that's 0, that's 0. There's 0 for the 6 cables that I'm using currently. But the extra cost of 4 was the distance. So the further away you have the receiver and transmitter from each other, the more it's going to cost. And it caps up at 1,000. Which is a lot of RF, because I don't have nearly that much RF being generated at this point. But that's very nice. Now, I would like to have... Do I want to run from here to there? Not really, no. I would prefer not to have to run and grab all my books and whatnot for enchanting things. So what I would do, if I were to set this up, I would have to move my grid from away. I might put it right here in the ground, because I can't break up this obsidian. It's got to be in that pattern, and I might be able to put a floating flower here, but then I'd have to look around it. So I don't think floating flowers work. It's just got to be planted flowers on the grass. So if I'm going to do another one of these crafting grids here, just because I'm too lazy to walk over, the network receiver transmitter pair, I would put the transmitter off of the one down here and the pair over here, because this is closer than that one over there. And so the power cost would be maybe 1 and maybe 2. Of course, that's close enough I could run a cable and not really care, but I would also bury it in the grass. If I need a cable that's more than 6, 8, 10, I do network and transmitter receivers, because I don't want cables. They're a pain. Plus, you know, these grass looks really nice, and I'm not sure if my cutting tool works on grass. And this way I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to go ahead and clear up all of this stuff and get rid of it, dump it into here because I don't need it. And then I probably will go ahead and set up a receiver over here and another one way over here because this is occasionally generating some iron. Yep. In the little while I've been playing with this, it's gotten me almost 2 stacks more of iron. So definitely do want to get this hooked up. It's handy to have. Now you can also go cross dimensions. So if we take a look at what we need, all right, I need the network card filter. No, these upgrades. We'll do those. Where is my? I don't see it. There was a ability to connect over a different dimension, and I wonder if that got changed. Yeah, see, here's all the cable covers. There we go. That's what we need. I knew there was a wrench. Let's come over and wrench stuff. So if I shift click, I can rotate blocks, and I wish it would rotate up, but it doesn't. And if I shift click, there goes the cover. I knew there was one. All right. I'm going to dump that in there because I don't need it right now. There used to be a way of connecting interdimensionally, but this is a slightly newer version, and so I'll have to check and see if that still is a thing. There was an interdimensional card that you needed, and it cost 1,000 RF to get that to work. Range upgrades, speed upgrades, crafting stack. Yep, I wasn't planning on building it. The only thing I have that's in a different dimension right now is the nether. And if I need to go to the mob farm over there to get skulls and stuff like that, I'll just sit in AFK. I don't really need to have it run over there, be chunk loaded, all that stuff, because that would be needed for that to happen. Alrighty, that is what I wanted to get done. I wanted to get all these things out of here. I wanted to get them into the network, because then I can do more work with them. All right, all this stuff goes away, go away, go away, go away. Lots of runes and other Botania bits, which are really nice to have, but I want them in my network. I want them all in my refined storage system so that I can access them as I need them instead of hunting for them in a chest. Because I'm much more name than visual. Because I'm sitting there going, okay, what thing do I need? And I can just search and say, I need, yeah, let's dump this in. I need an hourglass. There it is. Or I need pixie dust. There it is. Otherwise, I'd have to sit there and go, where is it? It's so much easier for me to search by name than it is to search by sight. And you're empty, so you can go away. Oh, so nice. All right, so that is the easy way to connect remotely information. You know, I've got this connected remotely because of the network transmitter and receiver. There they are, network transmitter receiver. Just add in a card and boom, you're done. And we also went ahead and used the cutting tool to hide these cable covers, which is mighty nice. And we'll use that some more because I like to have hidden stuff as much as possible so you don't see the cables. I like being able to access all my stuff. Oh, I like it so much. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, geeking out too much about hiding my cables and not using them if I can with refined storage. So much fun. And thanks for watching. Bye.